I got 100 round drum in the bag, a nigga not missing, no. I got 100 rounds stuffed in the bag, you know I'ma flip it, oh. Tell my lagoon to make you a tag, la homie gon' hunt you down. My niggas swiping shit just like flag, they tryna gun you down.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy OTR Sean, back at it again with another not so regular video. I am currently in Suffolk, Virginia, picking up this load of lumber. Give me just a second, I'll show you what it looked like. Make sure that your latches is always shut. But yeah, when I get back in the truck, I'll check back in with y'all. So, back in the truck, still with road legends. Last week, not so good. But before we get into what happened last week, the load that I delivered this morning, I left my house probably around, I want to say 4 or 5 in the afternoon. I drove it straight here, 600 and something miles. I didn't end up getting here until, like, in the Virginia area around Suffolk, until around 3:30 in the morning. Woke up at 9, got unloaded, deadheaded 25 miles, came over here. Got this load here, goes to Monticello. It's one of Road Legends account loads. It's flat rate. It's going to pay $1,500 no matter what the weight. They're generally heavy, anywhere between 38 and 43 is the heaviest that I've saw. But it takes me right back to my home state. So, not mad at it. Left the house yesterday. Today is Monday, so I left Sunday. And I'll be back close to the house, within like 10, 15 miles of the house on Tuesday, so tomorrow. Might even be there tonight because I'm doing a split. So I did 7 hours in the sleeper, like I said, and I'm going to do another 3 here. I've got an hour off duty, so I ain't going to be here too long. Just checking in with y'all, letting y'all know what's going on with me and Road Legends. But last week, went through the scale, the DOT inspection site in Oklahoma. Not good. Not good at all. Had a big chunk of metal in my tire. DOT man was cool. He didn't write me no tickets, no warnings, no nothing. I was ready to go. They told me to pull around to the side. I thought they was finna do a big old inspection or something. Before I even made it out of the truck to the office, buddy was already at my door. And he's like, "Hey driver, you don't need none of that. Come here, let me show you something." He pointed to the tire, and this is what he was showing me. So, as you can see in that picture right there, he was showing me the fact that I had a chunk of metal in my tire. And I was like, nah, no big deal. They could patch it. That's what I thought. That was at like, I want to say 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm thinking roadside will be there. It takes about an hour. Be back rolling by 8. That was not the case. That was most definitely not the case. Roadside gets there. They had another truck in front of me that had a similar problem. I guess me and this guy, he pulled in the scale before me. I pulled in right behind. He got sent to the, the detention lot or impound lot. And I was like, damn, he's screwed. He was pulling a hopper bottom. I pull up on the scale. They send me red light. I'm damn. So I'm thinking, I know the weight's fine. It's not that heavy. I think the load I had was like 37,000 pounds. So I knew it wasn't my weight. I was like, maybe they finna do a DOT inspection. Like I said, I go to get out. Buddy's at the door, showing me what's wrong with the tire. Long story short, so I'm not repeating myself. Roadside comes. Roadside's having difficulties. The truck that they gave this particular tech, I don't know if Love's is going to shit or if people just don't take care of equipment. But the tech that was working on my truck and this other guy's truck, that Love's should not have sent that truck out because they didn't. That tech didn't have none of the tools. There was holes in airlines, which was causing the tech's tools not to work. Me and the driver of the other truck were helping the tech fix the holes in the airlines. We got it sorted out. That dude got finished at around 8, 9 o'clock. Come my turn to get the tire fixed, and I was told by the tire technician that they couldn't patch the tire because there was sidewall damage. And I also show you what the sidewall damage was. So as you can see in that picture, it's like a little itty bitty nick in the sidewall of the tire. It wasn't even that deep. They were talking about, no, we can't patch it because it might blow if we patch it. And I'm like, I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. Because if it was going to blow from the sidewall, it would have blew already. But, hey, it's Love's. They're all about making bread, and they wanted me to spend money on tires. So, they say, no, you're going to have to get a new tire. Well, I've been told before by Road Legends that if you replace one tire, that you're going to have to replace the other tire also. So I call Road Legends, the maintenance line. They're always cool. Me and the maintenance tech, I forget who it was. Me and the maintenance guy, I forget who I was talking to. But we were discussing it, and he was saying, you know, you can get a tire now, one tire, but then you're going to have to stop again within the next 100 or so miles or whatever to get another tire replaced. I was like, nah, screw that. That don't make no sense for me to have to pay for one tire now and then double back and get another tire. That's ignorant. So I was just like, nah, tell them to bring me 2 tires for the rear outside axle on the driver's side. Tech comes back. Both tires come off. I get a casing credit. $1,200 and some odd dollars later, plus the road service call. It's now 11, 12 o'clock, and it's Monday. I was trying to be at my spot I was trying to make it to where I could deliver Tuesday morning because there was an issue with the load. I'm going to be completely honest. My dispatcher booked this load. I did not necessarily want the load because when it got sent to me, I was told $45,000. And I was like, nah, I don't want that. It's too heavy, and it's 1,000 miles. It's not really paying nothing. Whenever I got to the place, and the fact that I tried to pick this stuff up on Friday, because that's when I got the load, was on Friday. I go to check in. Brokers telling Road Legends I can pick it up on Friday. I get there Friday. The guard check at this place is telling me, oh, no, you can't pick this up till Saturday. I'm blue. What you mean I can't pick it up till Saturday? It's Friday. I got the load right now. I got the pickup number, everything. I thought I had the pickup number. I get a dude the pickup number. No. We need a different number. I let my dispatcher know. Leo's telling me that the broker won't even give him the correct pickup number because I'm 24 hours early. That's stupid. So I tell my dispatcher, Leo, I'm not delivering this on Monday. It doesn't make any sense. If I'm gonna have to double spend fuel, 1,000 miles, at what I thought at the time was 45,000 pounds, I'm gonna have to fill up the truck at least twice. That's gonna kill me as far as like my check is concerned. I'm not doing that. That's stupid. So I told him it'll be there Tuesday. I'm thinking I'm gonna get it there Tuesday morning, stretch the fuel out. But this breakdown threw a whole wrench in it. So I didn't make it there in the time that I thought I was gonna make it. I didn't end up delivering it until like 2 p.m. Probably my fault. Probably not even probably my fault. I'll take the hit on that one. Should have went ahead and just ran it straight through once I figured out that it was not 45,000. Like I said, it was like 37, might have been 38,000 pounds, whatever. It was solar panels. But I did what I thought was best. Caused me a lot of problems. Didn't want the load, but hey, that's all that was available with the hours that I had. We'll take that. Get it delivered on Tuesday at like 2 p.m. after the whole tire situation. Then I deadhead to Dallas. Now, mind you, this is Wednesday. Tuesday, I deadhead to Dallas. Wednesday, I get a load that has double stops in Tennessee. Is boat engines, like engines for boats or something like that. Quick as hell load it. Took them like 20 minutes to load it. And I'm being told it's like driver assist. Whatever. I ain't got no problem with driver assist. I need to exercise. No big deal. I get to the first place. Cool. It was a little difficult to back into because you had to back up off the street, and it was up a hill, and it was gravel, and automatic trucks don't like to feel slip in the axles, so it was trying to be difficult. Anyway, got it in there. The second stop, some backwoods place in Tennessee, just below the Kentucky state line. It's literally on a back road. And you literally went down this little street into this little trailer park place, and it says no trucks, but this place is at the bottom of the hill. So I go down the hill, and this guy's telling me, "Oh, you gotta pull up in the people's yard and then back up into the thing." I'm not doing that. This truck's too heavy. I don't know about that ground. I'm not pulling in nobody's yard. I'm not trying to have no problems. So I get it in there, manage, and don't pull it up on nobody's grass. Don't hit nothing. Don't tear nothing up. Get it up there. Now the first stop, even though I was being told driver assist, the first stop, they was cool. Buddy jumped up in there, and he was like, "I don't want you to unload it because we have a specific way we unload it, and I would rather us damage the product than you possibly damage it trying to unload," whatever. That's just that place's policy. Cool. I get to the second place. Now, after that, I'm backed up in this tight spot, in this itty-bitty little marine motorsports place. And there's Bubba Gump sitting on the forklift. And then some tight pants dude walks up. And he's saying, "You're not going to get up there and unload it?" I mean, I can. It's not that big of a deal. They throw the pallet jack up there. And the way that the pallets were stacked, the way these engines were stacked, they were not necessarily accessible to use with a pallet jack. I'm like 288. I don't think I'm that strong, but these engines are probably 200-300 pounds, and they're in like these steel crates. And I can't get the pallet jack up under it, so I just grab a hold to the pallet, to the steel crate, and I'm dragging these steel crates. I did like 4 or 5 of them like that until I could get the pallet jack up under there. I'm dragging these engines up to the front, sliding them across the floor, get them to the end. The dude on the forklift is looking at me like he don't understand how I'm able to move these things by hand instead of using the pallet jack. Whatever. I get it off. I take off back home. I get home Thursday night. My dispatch calls. "Hey, I'll let you know when I can find you." This is Thursday. Because I got everything off early. It's supposed to be Thursday, Friday, but I delivered everything on Thursday. Which, perfect. That means I got Friday free. Dispatch calls as I'm getting offloaded at the second place. He says, you're not gonna be that far from the house. What's your plans? I said, "I'm finna go to the house." He said, "Cool. I'll let you know what I can find in the morning." Friday comes around. He sends me a load that goes to Frankfurt. Now, Frankfurt is roughly almost 2 hours from my house. It's like 100 and something miles. So I jump in the truck Friday morning, go pick up the load that I just delivered in Chesapeake Bay. There was some dampers. There was 6,000 pounds. I go pick that stuff up. turn around from Frankfurt, come right back down I-75, go back to the house. Left out Sunday. So all of my week, because of that one mess up of tires and the fact that they couldn't patch it, made it to where I only pulled 2 loads last week, which was $1,800 a piece. That goes to show, if you are trying to lease a truck, or even if it's with Road Legends or not with Road Legends, you have to be prepared for anything and everything, because one mistake, one tire technician or roadside service person's discretion can mess up your entire week. I had no intention on putting a new set of drive tires on my rear axle on the driver's side. I had no intentions of, on Monday, to spend $1,200 on tires. Now, in hindsight, what is left to repair on this truck that I see a problem with would be the other set of drive tires on the passenger side rear axle and the front and rear drive drums, if it needs it, and shoes. And then little ancillary stuff like cab airbags, cab shocks, and to fix a small leak in that I found. It's a small leak, but it cost a whole bunch because it's a cooler. So those are the things that once those things are taken care of, there should be no reason that this truck is touched again for the remainder of the 40 some odd weeks I have left. Wrapping all that up, because I feel like I'm rambling at this point. Make sure, whether you're leasing a truck, whether you own your truck, whatever, that you are prepared mentally and you do not let small things get in your way. You do not let small things get you down. You do not let anything outside of your business, do not even let your business realistically mess with you to the point to where you're stressed out and you feel like you finna have a panic attack or whatever. Don't do it, because it's not worth it. You have to have some level of just let go, because if you ain't got a little bit of screw it in your butt, in your blood, then this industry will eat you alive. Now, Road Legends has been helpful. I cannot take that from them. They have been helpful. They are understanding to a degree. They're not going to understand everything that I would want them to understand, because, again, it's business, and I have expectations that they might not have. That's understandable. But I cannot say that Road Legends or Dynasty Transportation, which is my company, is going to put me in a position that I'm overstressed. Because I'll just, at the end of the day, you got to live, you have to separate your personal life and you have to separate your personal life and yourself away from the business. So if you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, from 5 o'clock until your 14 hours is done, you got your business hat on. Once you hit the sleeper berth, and once you go home, you're not in business mode. You in regular whatever mode that you want to be in. If that's you out partying with your friends or hanging out with your family or relaxing outside with your kids or whatever you find peace in, you're going to have to bring that with you. You would have to always keep that in the back of your head, because if not, this will drive you crazy. But yeah, so hopefully this week is a better week. Might not be, because I'm going home again this weekend coming up. If I'm not mistaken, it's Easter. So with it being Easter, I have 2 children. And my family's we celebrate Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that. So I don't plan on missing my daughter's realistically first Easter that she can enjoy. My son, he's 3 months old, so he doesn't know anything besides drinking out the bottle. But soon to come, I'll have two of them that will be excited about Easter and all the other holidays. So, I'm going to let y'all go. This was a quick little, I guess, ramble sort of thing about making sure that you can separate your personal life versus your business life. And don't let the two intertwine. Do not let anything take your happiness. Don't let nothing take your peace. If you come to Road Legends, you need to be able to differentiate between work time versus personal time. You have to take personal time. If you don't take personal time, you'll be miserable in doing this. Don't be miserable. It's a job. Even if it don't work for you, that's fine. You tried it. No big deal. If it works for you, cool. But if you come to Road Legends because you see one of my videos or you see another video, you talk to a driver that you see out there, if you see me at the truck stop or whatever getting fueled, you stop and you talk to me, and I'm going to tell you the same thing in person. If you come over here